Friends, I know my family is looking at me on a regular basis and wondering, is she good? Is she okay? Do we need to call some kind of services for her? But this is a gardening thing that I want to try and I can't pass it up. So I had bought a bunch of peaches, and I am so sorry to say some of these peaches just didn't make it. They weren't the best when I got them, and they didn't make it. But that's okay, because they are going to be food for the turkeys that visit my yard, and the rest is just going to compost into my garden beds and build up my soil. However, I did see a video where somebody took a peach pit and they broke it open, and there was a little seed inside the pit. And even though I do gardening, like, I'm really learning, I'm still learning all the things. So I left, oh, it's going to be so gross in a minute what I show you. Look at this. This is the same bag. So I left this bag for like 2 weeks so it would ferment a little bit, and so that the pits inside would go through this process that, you know, like if a peach falls on the ground outside, it decomposes outside. The elements do that. The pit obviously would have to split open, and then you'd get the seed. Now, I don't want the seed yet. So I tried that, and then I was like, no, you know what? Let me take the freaking pits out and let me plant the pit. And hopefully the weather over the winter will do the job of opening it, because I don't have enough time, since this is the end of September. Well, today's like September 17th. I don't have enough time for a delicate seed to grow. Now, these are 2 peach trees, and I did plant one pit. I don't even know if I planted it right side up. I'm not even sure if this is part of the tree. It's attached to it, but it doesn't look the same. So I'll just trust the process. And these are Bounty peaches, and I bought them on Amazon. So if you're interested in peach trees, they are linked in my bio and my Amazon storefront in my gardening section. So I buried one peach pit, and I'm just going to push this down a little, like not too much. So that's about how it's like a little over an inch down. And I'm just going to cover it up and pat it in and tuck it in for the winter. And now I know that in this one, this is like a video journal for me, because if you ask me, where'd you bury those peach pits? I'm never going to freaking remember, but I know I can look at this video. And I'm going to see if nature will break down that pit and that seed will thrive and give me a peach tree. And if not, then lesson learned. And then in the spring, I can always do the same. I can just buy a peach, take the pit out, crack the pit open, and then nurture the seed. But I'm curious, just try things and see what happens.